Matt Lenihan Boxing Social in association with Empire Fight Store, Forged Irish Stout. We're here. There's been a big event in San Francisco, and I don't mean Devin Haney, Regis Prograis. You smashed the 5K, you beat Frank Smith. Give us your reaction.
Yeah, they don't know me, son. You don't understand what I was prepared to do to win that, and the worst thing is I won by about 2 minutes, and I felt like I was going to die. But, you know, I actually ended up doing 5.2k, but that's okay, you know. Some of them done about 5.5k, not Frank Smith, but no, it was a big win. There was actually a lot on that. Not only our fans and our people betting on us, but personal pride. And, you know, he's got a lot to say for himself these days. But the old boy come good.
Where's this in your list of achievements?
Number one in my life, probably. I said to him, he said, the thing is, this was in the car this morning. He said, for you, it's all or nothing, isn't it? You know, for me, I can kind of take it or leave it. And that was the moment I knew he was beaten. Because for me, that was everything. I was honestly prepared to lose my life this morning in that run. Genuinely. You don't understand. This is the mentality. And even with no ability, it's just, that's a message to people out there. 4:11. But you know, there's a difference. You know, zero ability, 130% heart. Imagine if I had ability, I'd win everything.
Well, look, aside from this big event, there's been some news come out. Chantelle broke her silence this morning and said, look, we're 1-1, let's get the trilogy on. Are we going to see that? Are we going to get Crook back now?
I hope so. It's great to hear her say that because, you know, I know that obviously she's disappointed to lose, but I think when she reflects on it, she'll see two great fights and obviously the opportunity to do a trilogy as well. And, you know, that's definitely the fight we'd like to make, and we'll start talking to her and her team, see if we can make it happen.
Is the stumbling block going to be finances? Because we hear a lot about how much it's going to cost to put that on.
Yeah, always. But there's a lot of money in the fight. You know, whether we do it at Croke Park or Aviva or wherever, you know, it's a huge fight. So, and Chantelle Cameron's made a huge amount of money in the last two fights. She can make money again. She's beaten Katie in Ireland before. She'll believe she can do it again. Why not? You know, you've got to get over the, you know, I felt like it was a knockdown or someone's holding or she was elbowing, and like, at the end of the day, it's a fight. It's over. Let's move on.
Opetaia, disappointed with the news coming out in terms of the IBF. Obviously, he's got a fight coming up in Saudi, but just give me your reaction to what's gone on.
Really disappointing. You know, we've agreed a deal to fight Bradis in, I think, February or March, who's the mandatory, and we wrote to the IBF and said, look, we'd like to do a fight in between, and they said, no, you can't. And that is the rules, but like, we just got to have a little bit of common sense.
He's not going to be ready till then anyway, is he, Bradis?
I know, but that's called common sense. But it's like, you've got the number one in the division. He's going to vacate his belt. The belts are going to start not to matter if the best fighters in the division. He's got the Ring Magazine Championship. So that's got a huge amount of value, and there's no sanction fees. So yeah, he's got 2-fight deal to fight in Saudi, and it's life-changing money for him. So what are you going to do? Like, give it all up just because of a silly decision by a committee?
We're getting to that point now where belts are starting to not matter as much.
Listen, I think belts matter. To be a world champion holds value, unquestionably. But you shouldn't let it disrupt and distract your career. Because, like, for Opetaia, those 2 fights can financially secure his future and his children's future. What, you're going to let a belt and a governing body and a committee stop you from doing that? We should all abide by rules, but this is the same with Conor Benn. You know, when the rules are inconsistent or unfair, you have to stand up against them.
Absolutely. Look, Devin Haney, Regis Prograis tonight. It's been an incredible build-up. It's been a fiery press conferences, great weigh-in. What are we going to see tonight, in your opinion?
You're going to see a great fight. You know, you're going to see a fight between, you know, arguably the star of the sport coming through in Devin Haney, and a guy that is full of grit and fire and determination with a big chip on his shoulder, and Regis Prograis wants to put his name up there. So tune in tonight, live on DAZN. We've got a great show coming.
Eddie, appreciate your time.
Cheers, mate.